He was always alone. His name was Ayaan. People thought he was strong, quiet, independent. But the truth was simpler and sadder. Ayaan wasn't strong. He had just learned how to hide his pain. He was the kind of boy who smiled in front of others and fell apart when no one was watching. The kind who listened more than he spoke, and remembered things people forgot they ever said. Loneliness had been his companion for so long that it no longer scared him. It felt familiar. He believed one thing with full certainty: love was not meant for people like him. The day everything changed. The first day of university was loud. New faces, new laughter, new dreams. Ayaan sat alone in the library, headphones on, pretending the world didn't exist. Books were safer than people. Books didn't leave. That's when he felt it. Someone was looking at him. He looked up, and his eyes met hers. Her name was Zara. She wasn't extraordinarily beautiful. She didn't try to get attention. But her eyes carried a sadness that Ayaan recognized instantly. It was the same sadness he saw in his own reflection every night. She smiled softly. Ayaan looked away. He didn't know it then, but that small moment would slowly destroy the peace he had spent years building. A quiet friendship. Zara and Ayaan became friends without trying. Same classes, same library corner, same silence. They didn't talk much at first, and somehow, that made everything easier. There was no pressure to impress, no need to pretend. One day, Zara asked quietly, "Why are you always alone?" Ayaan replied with a half-smile, "Because when you get used to people leaving, being alone feels safer." She didn't argue. She didn't judge. She just stayed. And for the first time in years, Ayaan felt something unfamiliar. Comfort. The beginning of a mistake. Days turned into weeks. Conversations grew longer. Silences grew deeper. Zara shared pieces of her life: a broken family, trust issues, fear of abandonment. Ayaan listened like it mattered more than anything else. Because it did. Slowly, unknowingly, Ayaan started caring too much. He noticed when her voice sounded tired. He remembered the songs she liked. He worried when she didn't reply. Love didn't arrive loudly. It arrived quietly, disguised as concern. And by the time Ayaan realized it, it was already too late. Falling without knowing how to fly. Ayaan had promised himself he would never fall in love. Love made people weak. Love made people dependent. Love left scars. But Zara made love feel safe. She once said, "When I sit with you, I feel okay." That sentence stayed with him longer than it should have. He began praying for her happiness, even before his own. He began fearing loss, even before having her. Love had changed him, and he hated himself for it. Confession under the rain. It was raining that day. The campus was almost empty. The sky was heavy, just like his heart. Ayaan stopped walking and said, "Zara, I need to tell you something." She looked nervous. "I love you," he said. Simple, honest, terrified. The rain grew louder. Zara stayed silent for a long moment before whispering, "I'm scared." "Of what?" Ayaan asked. "Of being left." Ayaan replied without thinking, "I would never leave you." She cried, and in that moment, she believed him. They both did. The shortest happiness. Their relationship felt beautiful at first. Late night calls, shared playlists, soft laughter. Ayaan thought he had finally won against loneliness. But happiness doesn't always last long for people who love deeply. Zara began changing. Replies came late. Calls became shorter. Excuses became frequent. "Are you okay?" Ayaan asked. "Yes," she replied. But her eyes no longer matched her words. Chapter 8. When Love Starts Hurting. Ayaan felt it before she said it. Something was breaking. One evening, Zara said quietly, "I don't think I'm right for you." Ayaan forced a smile. "Don't decide that for me." She looked away. "I need space. I need a different life." His chest tightened. "Is there someone else?" he asked. She didn't answer. That silence was louder than any truth. And just like that, she walked away, living after love. After Zara left, Ayaan still existed, but he wasn't living. He visited the same places, read the same books, sat on the same bench. Everything was the same, except him. Nights were the worst. He reread old messages, replayed old voice notes, blamed himself for loving too much. He realized something painful. Love hadn't healed him. Love had broken him. The truth he never wanted. Months later, he saw her again. Zara was laughing with someone else. In that moment, Ayaan understood. He wasn't special. He was temporary. He went home and wrote in his diary, "Love gave me memories, but took my peace. Being single hurts, but loving hurts more." Choosing himself, Ayaan made a decision. No more love. No more expectations. No more emotional risks. He chose silence over promises, peace over passion. He learned that being single is not loneliness. Being single is protection. End of part. Love broke me. Loneliness rebuilt me. That's why I choose no love. Single is the best.